Yes, sir. Hold up. Yeah, look kind of dusty. That look a little bit better. How y'all doing this morning? Huh? Nothing in the mailbox. Well, it's another edition on the way to the slave ship boxing talk. 7 o'clock in the morning. So we had a couple things going on in boxing, man. A lot of talking. And I guess, last week people were saying boxing is dead, but there's a lot of talk. Channels never heard of before talking about Francis Ngannou. All type of social media influencers talking about Francis Ngannou fighting Tyson Fury, aka GQ, the Gypsy Queen. And one thing that makes me laugh is like before all this, man, when Francis Ngannou, they left the UFC, even when he was contemplating about it, people were like bad mouthing him. Like bad. They're, oh, he don't know what he's doing. He's not a businessman. Who is he to ask for the books? Who is he to do this and make all these crazy demands and all this stuff? He's going to leave the UFC and he's going to be a nobody. He's not going to make any money. He's going to be begging Dana White. All this hoopla, right? And let me tell you something. Dana White been over there. He's been to the UAE. He knew what those guys were going to offer. He just wanted to keep all the money. Oh, he's ducking John Jones, this and the third. Like I said in my previous videos and in my tweets, right? John Jones and Francis Ngannou don't need Dana White to make a fight. They don't need the UFC. They can sell that shit to the highest bidder. They could sell that. They could shop to the highest bidder. They could have just like these boxers do. Why do you think Francis want to go out there and Why do you think Francis want to go out there and compete in the boxing realm? There's more guaranteed money. And that's just what it is. There's more guaranteed money for Francis Ngannou to go up there and fight a boxer than is to fight somebody in the UFC. He knew it. He knew it. Everybody else knew it, but everybody out there, they planted. It's disinformation. They just threw around disinformation out there, gaslighting, knowing damn well that this guy was going to eventually leave and you guys are going to try to force him to stay with you guys by way of public opinion and fucking talking shit about him. And people are still out there calling Francis Ngannou dumb. I'm not mad at Francis Ngannou for getting in the way of fighting Alexander Usyk, because I don't think Tyson Fury had any plans of fighting that dude when all that money is around to fight a UFC fighter that ain't fought in the ring before. They ain't boxed in the ring before. It's too easy. Why should he pass it up? Too easy of a fucking money grab. My whole thing is to be real about it. Be fucking real about it. Is it dumb fight that a lot of boxing fans don't want to see? Yes. But do I blame Tyson Fury for taking the easy route? No. All that money on the fucking table to fight that dude? Fuck out of here. And then I can market myself as the baddest man of the planet, lineal, all this other shit. I don't blame him. We talking about big money. We ain't talking about $500 here. We're not talking about $1,000. We're not talking about $2,000. We're not talking about the frivolous amount of money that some of us make in our day-to-day, in our regular job and shit like that. We're talking about life-changing money here. Even though he's already had it, but shit, who the fuck is going to turn down easy 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever they going to give $1 million? And right along with the marketability edge that he's going to get. Because people are going to be saying all kinds of shit after this dude goes in there and beats the brakes off of Francis Ngannou. They're going to be trying to pump Tyson Fury up for fighting a guy that's never boxed in the ring before professionally. No tune-up, no nothing. Straight into the fire. The fuck out of here. Too easy. Frank Warren's trying to defend it, but there is no defending it when it comes to boxing fans. He's just gonna have to accept it. He's just gonna have to accept that, hey, people don't agree with the bullshit. You guys are making loads of money, and that's what it is. That's what it is. You know? Hell, look at fucking Mr. Captain Planet, aka look at that Edward Hearn, aka Mr. fucking Captain Planet. He's fucking recycling garbage again. Mr. Recycle, Reduce, Reuse. He's recycling garbage again. Right? Ain't no, come on, man. There's a reason why those papers were writing articles about Bum of the Month, because fight fans weren't fucking satisfied with the level of competition that they were witnessing. You know? What else we got here? We got Andrew Ruiz and Deontay Wilder. Now, I'm not gonna act like oh, that is a rainbow. I'm not gonna act like it's subtle, but with these polarized glasses I can see it real good, but with them off you can barely see it. You know, Deontay Wilder says the daddy got in the way, this and the third, and never gotten to any point of talking about money. Andrew Ruiz saying my dad is only looking out for me. Deontay Wilder responds back basically saying sign the contract or whatever the case may be. Let's get it popping, basically. You know, it sounds good. And I mean, like, dude, come on, man. Just be real about it. You know? Let's be honest adults about it. I don't know who to really trust in this, not trust, but I would say believe in this case. You know, the guy's been out of the ring for X amount of months, then he fights Hellenius. Then we hear fight news coming soon, fight news coming soon, fight news coming soon, and nothing manifests itself. So we'll see, you know. We'll see what's going on with Deontay Wilder and let's see what's happening with Andrew Ruiz. I mean, Andrew Ruiz can't really fucking talk about anything either. You know, it's not like he ain't got L's on his record. You know, I mean, the guy fought. He arguably, for some, lost to Chris Arreola. You know, he had a hard time with Chris Arreola. So let's not act like and we saw what Wilder did with Chris Arreola, and when he was in phenomenal shape, right? So let's not act like you know, what comes out of people's mouths is what's gonna happen. And not everybody looked at Andrew Ruiz as some fat, chubby kid, like he said. You know, because after a while, people caught on to your ass. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, people could go back and watch your fucking fights. So, why do you think I put $50 on Andrew Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua the first time and got my motherfucking money? Why do you think it was too easy to do it? You go back and watch the guys fights. Head movement, it looks pretty good. I go back and watch Anthony Joshua. No head movement, right? And then I look at Anthony Joshua for the build up to the fight. His mind ain't right. So what the fuck you think I'm gonna do? A lot of people say it's Andrew Ruiz that did it. Andrew Ruiz didn't do shit to Anthony Joshua, but give him an L. The whatever happened to Anthony Joshua started before that fucking fight. It started before that. I mean, I remember people even talking about, oh, he was knocked out in sparring. Remember that? Then seeing psychologists and all this other shit, right? You know? And then all of a sudden people forget that Anthony Joshua's dad was so pissed off, he hopped in the ring and tried to put hands on Eddie. Tried to put hands on Edward Hearn. And everybody act like they forgot how vulnerable Anthony Joshua looked and that leading up to that first fight. He looked fucking out of place. You know what I'm saying? People treated him like a regular human being. He wasn't no star, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? He was just he looked bewildered leading up to the fight. You know? I guess that's what happens when you're used to everybody pandering to your needs, bending at the knee, instead of really telling you about yourself, you know? So, what else we got here? I know we got some other stuff to chop it up about. What else we fucking got? Yeah, I got in this conversation with this dude. I think it's called War a Week Radio. And after the fight this weekend, he was like, oh man. Look, let me tell y'all something, man. No matter who it is, if it's a boxer that's everybody out here calling the goods and stuff like that, and somebody comes in and say like, man, you know what? I'm not going to base I'm trying to pull in this thing real quick. Well, anyways, I'm going to say it like this, right? Let me go up in here real quick. Get some of these eats real quick, man. Little Carlitos Cafe. Get something to eat before I go to work. See? Carlitos Cafe. Carlitos. Hey, how you doing? All right. Can I get scrambled eggs and some bacon? And,
Do you want a breakfast plate?
yeah, that'll work. Yeah.
Yeah, we had also the breakfast plate, and now we start to renew our menu and include the omelets too.
Okay, well, I'll get the omelet then.
Okay, we can do for you. I have the omelet with cheese. Do you
Yes.
like the onions and
Yep.
peppers?
Yes.
I can add. You want bacon inside?
I want bacon on the side.
Okay, in the omelet, put onions and red peppers.
Everything.
Okay.
And then I take the mango juice on the top.
Okay. Omelet with onions. And bacon on the side.
Yes.
Okay. And do you want to include the home fries, or the
No,
just the omelette coming with
Just
bread and butter?
just that. I don't want any
and-
fries.
Okay, the plate is served with the omelette, bread and butter, and the bacon. That sounds good. Okay. Okay, total will be 1727. Okay, do you want to eat here or to go?
To go.
Okay. So just give me a couple minutes.
Thank you. Yep. All right. Watcher, what's up? So this War a Week radio. I was ordering some food real quick. So this War a Week radio guy, right? He posted something, and when you call yourself War a Week radio, obviously when you post something on Twitter, you want people to respond, right? So our response was like, you know what? I'm not gonna base that guy, this particular fighter, being the goods off of his last fucking fight, off of his last fucking performance. And immediately he starts to berate me, get his feelings all in there, say that I'm using resumes, trinkets and all this shit. I was like, nah, man. It's like, look, dude, you're a social media personality, man. You write this shit so people can fucking respond. Then when people respond, you want to be nasty about it. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why you want to be nasty about it is because you're mad because folks don't agree with what you have to say. You know, people not agreeing with what you have to say. That's okay. You know, as long as they being nasty, not being nasty with it and all that shit. But you know, if that's what I want to believe, that's what I want to believe. You know, yeah, he broke the guy's nose and stuff like that. But what do you expect to happen when somebody can't fucking get the fuck out of? Not even slipping. He only slipped maybe a jab a few times, right? In that fight, maybe I counted 3. Fighting against a fighter that don't know how to use his own distance, can't fucking cut the ring off. Only thing he could do is go forward, not using angles, no nothing. Doesn't even have, only has a few punches that he's throwing. Can't throw an overhand right. Can't throw a fucking left hook. You know, abandoned the fucking jab, abandoned the body game, and just allowed himself to get beat up for fucking damn near until he got knocked out. Well, TKO You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's astonishing that when people get like a little bit of power on social media, how how fruity they start to act. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I think it's Kute Oz. Salute from Turkey. What's happening, pimp? Yeah. He said, "Do I think Canelo is overhyped?" In some aspects, he is overhyped, but overall, he's not really. But there's aspects that Canelo is overhyped in. You know what I'm saying? The guy takes a loss, and then it's almost like he never lost. Look how the media is acting. It's almost like he did. Let's forget about that. Let's forget about that loss to Bivol. And they making all kind of excuses for the guy. You know what I'm saying? Moving up, needed surgery, all this other thing and stuff like that, and wasn't quite. The guy was too big for him and all this stuff. But he is overhyped to an extent. Like, think about it. They gave him franchise twice, right? They basically gave him a license to fight whoever he wanted to fight without having to face the mandatory. I mean, come on. Let's be real. When there's other fights to be had out here, like Canelo could have fought a whole bunch of people already and then just coasted his way out the damn door. And that's just me. If you really want to be the boss and all that stuff that people wanted, the A side and all that shit, or Hall of Fame and all that stuff that a lot of people want to say, it's like whatever happened to setting an example for everybody else on who you should be fighting versus who you shouldn't be fighting. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what Devin Haney's motto is and stuff like that. But let's see if they live up to it. But everybody's always talk shit before they when they're coming up, but then as soon as they get their belts, a lot of people change their fucking tune. Kute Oz, I don't see how the face of boxing Bivol showed different levels. Bivol didn't have to show different levels. Canelo just didn't do enough. Canelo honestly didn't do enough. Canelo was more occupied with throwing with throwing arm punches than aiming for fucking Bivol's fucking face. He just didn't do enough. He never tried to jump on him. He never tried to do anything. He just looked fucking lazy. He didn't look like he wanted to win. I mean, look at the 12th round. Look at the 12th round. Look, you're down on the cards. Or you possibly could be down on the cards halfway into the fight. And you never turn it up. Dude just didn't do enough. He got in there and was lazy. He also says he don't fight Benavidez either. I mean, he's fighting the next best thing. He's at least fighting the next best thing right now. I said our Turkic brother Better Beef also would expose him. He might. That's a possibility. It's a possibility that he could. But I don't see him ever fighting Beterbiev. I don't see him ever fighting that dude. I was going to say Mayweather was really that guy, gave him his first loss. Yeah? I mean, like I told people, like, what do you expect? What's going to happen in that fight? I told him, it was like, people was like all talking shit. I'm like, what do you expect is going to lead up to the fight? It was like, the guy's just not fast enough. He's just not fast enough. I also said, I hear so many people say Canelo resume better. I don't agree with that statement. They're only saying that because the guy's not fighting anymore. That's the only reason why they're saying that. Because Mayweather is not technically fighting anymore. That's just the way it is. I mean, no matter how anybody puts it, Canelo could fight in the shadows of. He could try to be. I put it to you like this: no matter what Canelo does, no matter what Canelo does, because I don't think he would do what I think he'd do. He will always be living in the shadows of Mayweather. I mean, he needs to just do his own damn thing. You know, sometimes people are just better than you, and some people are just more luckier than you, and sometimes people are more blessed than you, and that's just how you should take it. Just be your own man, and just be your own man. Watcher said, "Will Dillian come in over 250?" You know what? I seriously believe that like some of these fighters, like him, Fury, and Chisora, I think they really like. I think they treat their camps like it's the fucking fat camp. I think they go up in there and lose weight, and then get up in the ring and can't get out of the 6th round without being tired. Like if you push Tyson Fury a little bit and you moved around the ring, Tyson Fury would gas out. He would gas out and just resort to just leaning on you the whole time. He'd just start leaning on you, trying to put you on the ropes and try to get a nice little clean shot in on you by way of forearm. I'm trying to tell you guys, those guys, they treat their... Look at Tyson Fury. Look at him right now. Way out of fucking... He probably 300 pounds again. Right? Look at Derek Chisora. Don't look like he's been doing shit. Look at Dillian White. Like Watcher pointed out in his live stream yesterday. Don't look like he was doing shit. Don't look like he was doing shit, but going to Thailand and all these other places and drinking all the damn fucking beer and doing lines and shit and ecstasy. Says I'm excited for 2 big fights this year. One is Spence versus Crawford, and second is Jermell Charlo versus Canelo. We'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see if some of these fights actually come. Well, I think that Canelo fight is going to happen. So I think it's going to happen. So, but there's already been some decent fights already this year. So we just need these guys to keep it up and then see what they put into battery next year. This end of the year is looking like it's going to be pretty nice too. The end of the year. I mean, you got talks about these heavyweight fighters. I mean, that looks pretty good too. I mean, you got Fury might fight a fucking when's that I don't know if Fury gonna fight at the end of the year because I forget what time, what date is that fight. But you got Wilder, Ruiz, you got AJ, Alexander Usyk. You know what I'm saying? You still got those guys. Then we still got, I don't know what's going on with Michael Hunter. Maybe fucking Joseph Parker finally fight a live body. There's a lot of things. Maybe Gerard Anderson might fight somebody just as that on the same level or a little bit better than Charles Martin this year. I mean, the list goes on. And then we got Devin Haney. We got a couple other fights. We got that guy that's on restriction, Tank Davis. He's got to get out and have a fight. What else we got? See, Watcher, yeah, I remember when Dillian said he needed to cut weight. If he's talking about he needs to cut weight, he's probably like 260. That's my opinion. If he's saying he needs to cut weight, because think about it. His last fight, he came in like what, 240? 230? Something like that, right? And if he's talking about he needs to cut weight, he's not no 250 pounds. because he'd be able to just get that off in a couple pounds in 4 weeks. How you doing? Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
In like 4 weeks, he'd be able to get that 10 pounds off. I think it's more than that. I mean, 4 weeks. I thought I said 10. Yeah. How we looking? Oh. Yeah, I had to get some. I'm tired of starving myself before work. Nah, they ain't gonna. He said Derek James could be the trainer of the year if both Spence and Charlo wins their fight. Nah, they're gonna make Joe Goosom or Sweet Tart Stewart trainer of the year. Sugary Harold Stewart. Yeah, Watcher said he'll be doing 360 spins off the overhand coming. Oh yeah, he always do that shit. Damn, that fight is the day before my birthday too. I forgot about that. But yeah, he ain't gonna be in shape. He ain't gonna be in shape. He gonna get gassed out by third, fourth round. I mean, look at Zhali Zhang. I mean, Zhali Zhang could barely get out of the third round without looking gassed either. So, who else we got? Nah, I'm trying to get it. I'm gonna show up to work a little early so I can eat, man. I ain't been eating breakfast consistently for like years, man. Years. Probably like, man, forever. Ever. Most days I don't even eat nothing in the morning. I just wait until lunchtime, starving. Looking like a feeder child. Yeah, I be looking like a damn feeder child, man. Be starving in the morning, man. You could free Mike for 10 cents a day. Feed the children, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, but a lot of these fighters, I don't think they really do anything. I just think they go in there in those 4 or 6 weeks, bust their ass really hard and do more damage to their body than you know what I'm saying? You know what you're doing to your body, like you out of shape, and then you just gonna go over there, bust your ass to get into shape, right? In 4 to 6 weeks. And then when you get there, when you're done, you just sit your ass on the couch and rinse, wash, and repeat. Like, none of these guys are probably even flexible. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're not flexible. They're not none of that. You know what I'm saying? And look at Dillian White. You know what I'm saying? All them damn, you need to put down the damn weights. Your arms are already big, homie. Your arms is already big, homie. Stick to stuff that's gonna keep you strong and limber, man. Do some Pilates or something, man. Like leave the weights to the Mr. Olympians and all that stuff. You already a big dude, man. Just work on your core and work on your flexibility. That might help out your speed, your mobility in the ring, and all that shit. You know. But what do I know, man? What do I know? I'm just a guy that ain't really worked out in 2 years. Yeah. Still look fit. I was just coming in. Thank you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I put it. I don't think a lot of these fighters in shape, man. I think a lot of these fighters, man. Especially the heavyweights. Man. I think a lot of them motherfuckers. I think they're allergic to going to the damn gym. I think soon as they go into I think soon as they enter the motherfucking gym, they start sweating. They like, woo! Sneezing and shit. They start sneezing. As soon as they walk in the gym, they gotta take a goddamn antihistamine. They gotta take a Allegra or something, some antihistamine, because they're allergic. They act like they fucking allergic. I know I got jokes and all, but come on, man. Come on, y'all. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 55th Street. I'm joking. That motherfucker right there be having me laughing. I ain't even gonna lie. Right? Let's keep it real. People saying Zali Zane wasn't tired. That fucker was gassed out. And Zali Zane was gassed out, and there was nothing. There was absolutely nothing. There was absolutely nothing that poor old. There's absolutely nothing that poor old Joe Joyce could have done about it, because he was gassed too. He was either gassed, or he was getting, or his body wasn't functioning properly because he kept taking too many shots to the fucking head. But you see what I'm saying? Like, these people don't even do proper research. I should have went on their opponents. They don't do them. They don't. You fight Joe Joyce, first thing you need to understand is that when you hurt him, most of the time you're not gonna be able to tell. You're not gonna be able to tell. When you hurt him, you're not gonna be able to tell. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. But when you hurt him, he's gonna try to come forward. Right? So if the dude's already hurt, I mean, I'm just gonna step back and hit you with a jab. Until you get tired, until your eye fucking socket busts. The dude was dead tired. Dillian White. You get him past the sixth round, the rate of mistakes go up by 60 fucking %. He already had 30% making mistakes going into the fight. After the sixth round, he just looks like he throw this fuck it. If the punch lands, it lands. If I get knocked out, I get knocked out. That's literally what it looked like he does. I mean, there's too many fighters out here with like, think about it. Think about it, right? The potential that some of these fighters have. The potential that some of these fighters have, right? Dillian White, the boxing, just alone, by just let's just say sure will and power, right? What can somebody do with that if he really fucking truly wanted to learn how to fucking box? What can he do with them long ass arms if he truly wanted to learn how to box? He don't fucking want to. Derek Chisora, same thing. He don't fucking want to. Derek Chisora's motto is war. Let's keep it real. I mean, that's just the way I put it. It's like watching that little game that you got to knock the head off the robot. That's basically what it is. Stand in front of each other and just throw blows. Hug all day and throw blows. The case, like, who the fuck could call 911 in an emergency? Nobody. They gotta run down the fucking road. Hold up, y'all. I'm gonna get to these comments, man. Just let me get to a point, because there's a lot of wannabe cops that want to catch somebody fucking looking down at their fucking phone and shit. You know, fucking Judge Dredd ass motherfuckers. I am the law ass motherfuckers. Give me a second. It was funny as fuck, man. I was at the bar the other day, and I know this lady that works for Private Radio out here in the Florida Keys, and I was talking to her about some stuff. She was like, "Hey, you know a lot about audio equipment." I was like, "Yeah, but I don't know but I know some things about them." She's like, "Yeah, I need somebody to come work part-time for me." I was like, "Damn, man, that'd be a cool little thing too. They'll learn some shit." I probably just ask her to, like, can I just go in there and just watch? watch how everything is done. Pirate Radio is a pretty big station down here in the Florida Keys. What they doing surveying out here? Y'all gonna finally make this fucking road bigger? What y'all doing? What y'all doing out here? Y'all finally make the road bigger, huh? Not gonna make it big enough for Dillian White's fat ass to fucking run down here, huh? All right, what we got? Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to get to these comments. Say, I remember when Dillian said he needed to cut weight. Oh yeah, I read that one. They need to make this fucking road wider. I'm surprised no one hit the fucking gate or hit someone else. It's fucking ridiculous, man. I would show y'all a picture, but can't get caught photographing around here. Don't know why, but yeah, just I don't know why. Ain't nothing over here. And that is no lie. Yeah. All right, what we got? I think that's about straight, is it? Can never tell with these fucking lines, but all right, what we got? Oh, I read the Derek James one. Watcher said he'll be doing 360 spins off the overhand come August 12th. I read that one. I said, did you eat breakfast yet? No. I says another fight that a lot of people don't really mention is the Fulton versus Inoue. That's a good fight too. I think they're really not doing it because they there's not enough traction with talking about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you think about it, it's almost like people, like most people on social media, rather talk about the things that are gonna grab the most attention. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, that was some a Cuban breakfast spot. Only reason why I ain't been going there, man, because they've been fucking, I don't know, the last like 2 months, it's almost like they've been closed. And they did some renovations in there. It's not a lot of stuff, and it's pretty much plain. It's just like they got fresh paint on the walls, fresh floor, so it looks nice. You know what I'm saying? Right now, they need to put something on the walls of Matt Echo in there. Nah, it's a Cuban spot, man. They got the Cuban sandwiches and all that shit in there. And in the morning they do the Cuban coffee and shit. Watcher said I think he goes out the same like he did in 2015. Worse. And Edward Hurt asked him, what do you think? Where do you see yourself if you lose? Like, what do you think? You're still gonna give him a job? You're Mr. Recycle, Reduce, Reuse. You're still gonna give him a job. Hell, you might see White versus Joseph Parker. You might see White versus Huey Fury. You might see White versus Tommy Fury. You might see White versus Bob Damn Dinu. He just gonna recycle him, man. He just gonna recycle him. Because somebody's gonna have to fight Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury just can't keep fighting YouTubers and bodybuilders and all this shit, right? They eventually gonna try to get him a British title. We already know what it is. Oh, he is? I didn't know that. Watcher, I didn't know he was sparring with AJ for this camp. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know why would that be. The best thing for them two guys to do is to put their heads together and see where the fuck they went wrong. You know what I'm saying? With some of the shit that he been doing. And trying to see if that shit can translate with somebody with that same fucking built-in stature. Oz, man, thanks for subscribing, man. Oh yeah, I'm already at the spot, man. I was gonna run this morning, man, but my fucking knees and my ankles weren't feeling too good. Watcher, Hunter fights nothing like Dillian. Yeah, right. See, nothing like him. So now this guy is supposed to mimic the guy. So he can't mimic his reach. He can't mimic his size, right? But he could try to mimic how he fights. But I'm still interested to see how these guys really spar. You know what I'm saying? They put all these guys in their camp, but who's actually fucking, like, what's the game plan? You know? The best thing I can say for Anthony Joshua is to slip that motherfucking jab, and every time he miss, make him pay. You know, because he puts too much emphasis on his jab. He can't get back quick enough to dodge something or throw something back. That's what I say. Every time Dillian Whyte throw that jab, make him pay. Make his ass pay. Take that fucking jab away, then all he got is all the punches that he got after that is literally, how should I say, he's gonna be off balance. His body punches, overemphasized, all of them. His hooks, all of them. His uppercut, his straight right overhands, all of that shit he do is overly emphasized. Like it's just, that's not the word that you use, right? It should be exaggerated. Yes, overly exaggerated. So I think it should just make him pay. Every time he throw that fucking punk ass jab, make him pay. You know, every time he puts his fucking head down, step to the fucking side and make him pay. Pivot and make him pay. He can't fucking see. He's looking at your fucking feet. So let me just see him do this. Get the fuck out of the way and make him pay. That's what I don't get it. I know, yeah. Tuck your chin. But that motherfucker is looking at the shoe shot. He looking at people's shoe size. He looking at to see if they lace the laces left to right or right to left. He looking at how they tied them up. He looking at the brand. He's looking at the thread count in the goddamn shoelaces when he does it every single time. Make that fucker pay. Because if Dillian ain't got a jab, if Dillian can't throw that jab, then what else he got? What else he got if AJ can land him? Because you know they're gonna give him the round anyways. Watch it say he bends all the way down like he did with Povetkin. Right. How you bending all the way fucking down? How you bending? You're supposed to dip, but how you fucking bending all the way down like that and talking about Wilder can't box? Checking shoe sizes and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. How the fuck you get knocked out by a dude with gout? There's a fine difference between. I think every heavyweight boxer has the ability to knock somebody out if they hit him with the right punch on the money, and that's what Povetkin did. The right punch on the fucking money. You hear the Windows shutdown theme. Doo 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 doo. Might just say he getting slept again. It's a bad fight for Liken. I think I would say the only way. Look at this guy. He's sitting up over there jumping on that damn cherry picker. He was jumping on the damn man. Fuck that. I'm not falling in that motherfucker. The only way Dillian White, I think, would beat Anthony Joshua is if he comes in the best shape of his life. Because I don't think there's much that Buddy McGirt can fix in like 2 or 3 fights, or whatever, how many it's been. You know, the dude is setting his ways. He's setting his ways, and he always gets complacent. When he gets tired, when people get tired, they always get complacent. Like you said, Watcher, them silent motherfucking agreements. Oh, he's not gonna throw a punch. It kills a lot of these boxers. It kills a lot of these boxers just trying to pull up their fucking shorts, rubbing on their nose, trying to reset, thinking that this motherfucker is just not supposed to fire off on your ass. And this dude, it's like he just like sees a fall. He's like in that. He's not knocked out or anything. He just like, I don't know, hypnotized or something, and he just like forgets. He just like, I don't know what it is. And look, now they're saying that this fight is sold out. They're saying that the fight is already sold out. This is why they're doing it. They gobbled up all the tickets, say the fight is sold out, sell the tickets for more, in hopes that fight fans are going to spend $50 for this fucking fight. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do, but I'm gonna make sure my Fire Stick is well updated. I'm gonna make sure I have a fucking backup. Because I'm not paying for why should fight fans reward prize fighters for a fight like this? Like Deontay Wilder could have put that shit on regular ESPN, regular Showtime, right? And probably for Helenius would have got the same amount of money or more, but it's the traction that you want. It's the people that you want people to be tuned in, because that's part of your marketing. It's putting on the fight for people could watch it live, live live and in color, and then you knocking somebody out spectacular, so then that they might pay for the next fight or tune in for the next fight to come see a spectacle. Well, what do I know? What do I know? I mean, that's what Deontay Wilder says. People come to his fights to see knockouts, right? So sometimes I think that fighters need to just put that shit on free TV. You know, of course, it's not my money and not my career. I can't tell them what to do, but you know, I couldn't see myself buying Wilder versus Helenius, and I like Wilder, but I couldn't do it. I made sure my Fire Stick was well fucking updated. Anyways, y'all, I gotta go eat. And shout outs to the whole entire boxing world, and everybody stay sucker free.